All right, Sai Ram, everyone. Today we will revisit again the verse 19. Om Śrī Sāi Yasaḥkāya Shirdi Vāsine Namaḥ. Salutation to Śrī Sāi, who was famous in his previous body as the resident of Shirdi. As the morning of March 23rd, 1940, dawned in the village of Puttaparthi, 14 years old Satyanarayana Raju began materializing sweets, flowers, and food for the members of his household by a simple wave of his graceful hand. Hearing of this, his father confronted Satya, demanding that he reveal who he was and what he was doing. The young Satya's unexpected reply stunned him. I am Sai Baba. Sai Baba of Shirdi was virtually unknown in Puttaparthi, and so the father could not understand his reply. But as time went by and the young Satya became famous as Sri Satya Sai Baba, he was surrounded by an ever-widening circle of devotees, including devotees who had known Shirdi Sai. They were drawn again to Baba at Puttaparthi because they recognized in him the same universal love, profound wisdom, and miraculous nature of the Sai who live in Shirdi. Baba divine love flow again to all as a constant stream of materializations, healings, and astounding miracles. As at Shirdi, Bhagavan Baba taught that all are embodiments of the same divinity that he is. Fill every act with love. Let no one suffer the slightest pain as a result of your thought, word, or deed. Let this be your spiritual practice, sadhana. For you are all. You injured yourself when you are injured another. You are Sai, and all, too, are Sai. How can the hand pluck out the eye of the body to which it belongs? I have come to light the lamp of love in your hearts so that you can, with that light, see Sai in everyone. Sri Satya Sai Baba taught us to love all and serve all, and he is present in all as love, which he said is our true self, Atma. Brother Billy?
Yeah, so the what they call the essence of this particular study guide, verse 19, is this particular passage. Okay, it's on it's on what they call love. Okay, so we can say that the essence, the summary of this is help ever, hurt never. So this is where it says, fill every act with love. Let no one suffer the slightest pain. Okay, hurt never. As a result of your thought, word, or deed, let this be your spiritual practice, your sadhana, for you are all. You injured yourself and you injured another. So this is something on telling us that we are one with the others, okay? That the person, okay, and us, we are the same. You are Sai, and all and two are Sai. How can the hand pluck out the eye of the body to which it belongs? I've come to light the lamp of love in your heart so that you can, with that light, see Sai in everyone. So this is the core, this is the essence of Swami's teaching. Okay. Okay, now just to recap back that last week we talked about this, with sharings from some of brothers and sisters. And there are 6 steps to, okay, so the question one was, how do you see and recognize Sai in your relatives, friends, and those you meet? What changes would this bring to how you respond to them? So we share the 6 steps. Okay, change vision from outer to inner. practice loving awareness, daily reminder of unity, silent observation and acceptance, selfless service, and meditation and introspection. Okay. Now, perhaps, we also mentioned, it was also mentioned during last week that to see the divine, okay? So the question one is, how do you see the divine in others? We must first awaken the divine within ourselves. And how do we do it? Is by purifying our heart, cultivating inner love, and seeing with spiritual eyes. We begin to recognize the friend who smiles at us, the relative who annoys us, and the stranger we pass on the street. All are God in disguise. Okay. So we are finished with question 1. So today we are looking at question 2. Okay. How has Baba's teaching that he is the one self in all transform your life thus far? Now, perhaps I think it's good to go back to basic. So what is the divine mission of Sathya Sai Baba? All right. So Swami has said, I've come to like the lamp of love in your hearts. Swami said this as part of his discourse when he went to visit Africa. Okay. I've come to light the lamp of love in your heart, to see that it shines day by day with added luster. I have not come on behalf of any exclusive religion. I've come on a mission of publicity. I've not come on a mission of publicity for a sect or greed or cause, nor have I come to collect followers for a doctrine. I have no plan to attract disciples or devotees into my fold or any fold. I've come to tell you of this unitary faith, this spiritual principle, this path of love, this virtue of love, this duty of love, this obligation of love. So therefore, when Swami set up the organization, okay, there's a very important document called the Divine Charter, which was what they call released in 1981, okay. This was during the first World Conference, Charter of the Śrī Sāi Organization, Rules and Regulation, where in this document it was stated that the purpose of the organization, is to awaken in man the awareness of the divinity inherent in him. Okay, so this word in bracket is something which I added inside here. Okay, so what do you understand by divinity? Okay, we can say that useless like Atma, the self, or love. So this is the purpose of the organization. So Swami is very consistent in his teachings. Okay. Then the objective of the organization is to enable everyone to enjoy inner peace, notwithstanding the stresses and strains, the frustrations and sorrows, the defeats and successes, the ups and downs of life. Okay, so Swami tells us that in life there's always up and down, but the key thing is to enjoy the inner peace. And how do we go about achieving this objective and purpose? Swami say, by propagating thorough practice. Okay, I'm not too sure whether it's a spelling mistake or no. So I just follow the spelling in this document. It says, by propagating thorough practice and example, the basic principles of Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa. So this is where we have got the SSIO have adopted the logo, the values logo. And how? Okay, Swami emphasized on the 9-point code of conduct as the spiritual discipline that every devotee must follow. Okay, in fact, every office bearers, if you want to become the office bearers, he must practice this. All right. And then Swami set up the organization that there are 3 wings, okay? The service wing, the spiritual wing, and the education wing, okay? So, and also Swami, in all his divine discourses, Swami always starts with either one of the two words. Premasrupa, embodiments of love. Atmasrupa, embodiments of divine. So, in all his discourse, Swami never failed to utter these two words at the very beginning. Is to remind us that our very essence is divine, our very essence is love. Okay, so back to you, Sister Mei-Ling.
All right. Okay. Let us revisit again. Yeah, I would like the question number 2. How has Baba teaching that he is the one self in all transform your life thus far? Yeah, Baba said he is the one self in all and transform your life thus far. First, I would like to call actually Badi Udaya. Badi Udaya has shared us a very good insight contents. The first one is from Swami. Swami revealed in the Prima Vahini. Swami said the same current activates all bulbs. The same divine principle exists in all being. But shall we visit the video or we continue?
Okay, maybe you continue, then we see the video. Yeah.
Okay. Badi Udaya, are you in? So would you like to read out the contents?
Sai Ram.
Yes, you share it, brother.
The teaching has helped us shift from a narrow individual identity to a broader spiritual understanding of who I am. Baba said, you are not the body, you are the Atma. By realizing that Baba is not only in us, but also in all others. Sai Ram.
Yes, Sai Ram. And Swami also said,
Okay.
కనుక అన్నింటి యందు ఉండినటువంటి యొక్క దివ్యత్వం ఒక్కటే అనేటువంటి సత్యాన్ని తీసుకోవాలి.
We have to understand the fundamental truth that the divinity is one and the same.
బల్బులు వేరువేరుగా ఉంటుంటాయి.
Bulbs are different.
కానీ రంగులు వేరువేరుగా ఉండొచ్చును.
Colors may vary.
కానీ దానికి ఉన్నటువంటి కెపాసిటీ వేరువేరుగా ఉండొచ్చును.
They might differ in their voltage.
ఈ వోల్టేజ్ వేరువేరుగా ఉండినంత మాత్రమున, రంగులు వేరువేరుగా ఉండినంత మాత్రమున, బల్బులు వేరువేరుగా ఉండినంత మాత్రమున అది ప్రత్యేకంగా మనం భావించరాదు.
Basing on the voltage, the color and the bulbs, we cannot consider them separate.
అన్నింటి యందు ఉన్నటువంటి కరెంట్ ఒక్కటే.
The current is one and the same in all.
అదే విధంగానే వ్యక్తులు అనేక రూపములుగా ఉండవచ్చును.
Individuals may be of different forms,
అనేక భావములుగా ఉండవచ్చును,
with different thoughts,
అనేక నేములు కలిగి ఉండవచ్చును,
with different names.
కానీ అందరి యందు ఉన్నటువంటి యొక్క ఆత్మతత్వం ఒక్కటే.
The spirit, the principle of spirit, Atma, is one and the
అట్టి
same.
ఆత్మభావం పెట్టుకొని మానవుడు సమాజంలో కాలుడాలి.
With this atmic feeling of the spirit, one should step into society.
అప్పుడే నిజమైన సేవగా రూపొందుతుంది.
Then that could be a true service.
Yeah, if I may add some comments here, okay? So we say that the electric current is the same. Actually, inside all of us, there's a kind of energy, a kind of supreme intelligence acting, okay? There's this energy makes our heart beat at a certain rate, and this energy makes us be able to breathe. This energy makes our blood flow at a certain rate as well. This energy makes our nail grow, our hair grow, make us salivate, and makes what they call enable the body to digest the food. And our body cannot function without this energy. So similarly, this energy that is inside us that helps us to our body to grow, it also exists in every one of us. Every one of us got this energy. Okay, and where does this energy comes from? Okay, so this is where there's something we do not see. Okay, in Paramahamsa Yogananda's teaching, he said this energy comes in our body through our medulla oblongata, the scalp at the back. you know. So this kind of energy, invisible energy, which is, you know, it flows into us. Not only it flows into us, it flows into every one of us. So the energy inside us and the energy inside, you know, all the others inside brother James or inside Sister Milling, you know, it's the same energy. So all are one, okay? All are one, okay? Perhaps we stop here for comments from the others, okay? Do we feel this oneness, okay? So, yes,
I think one thing we have to understand, what all the sharing just now, both of you have shared, is very good. All about love all, serve all, you know. Others is also us, you know, it's the same Amma. So we shouldn't hurt each other, you know. We should use love every time. But in practical life, right, Swami also say, you are given wisdom and discrimination. At times, Swami also said you have to use cane for a good purpose, not for hurting the person, for a good objective, right? I think clearly we have to understand, we have to use our wisdom and discrimination at all times, you know. Of course, the love comes first, but sometimes love doesn't work. Then you might use the cane way, you know, using the cane, which can be hurtful, but it's for good objective. I think we have to consider this point very clearly, because if we just talk one side, love, 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 love. I remember there was one story that said, oh, Amma and I is the same. I don't know whether I'm correct or not. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was this young man, you know, he said, oh, the elephant is just I, so my I must love all. So, not elephant, the bull. I think it was a male bull or something like that. Was rushing to it. He stayed in the middle, you know. We are the same, you know. So, in the end, he got crushed. Because he thought it's the same. I use love. You and I are one. But the bull is not like that, you see, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember it's a bull rather than an elephant, you know. So there was this story. Hopefully some of you can understand this. And maybe I'm wrong. Correct me, Sairam.
Okay, thank you, James. Anyone else? And in the 9-point code of conduct, one of code is never talk ill of another, especially, you know, behind their back. And Swami is very strict about this particular spiritual practice, because when we talk ill about another person, spiritually, it blocks us from understanding that we are one. Okay. And Swami is so strict that say, someone talk bad about another person, give the person to talk bad one tight slap. Oh, okay. Yes, anyone?
Billy, I think I agree with you. There are some people who just try to talk bad. I don't understand. And you can feel the energy so bad, you know. I mean, if you talk bad about that person for good purpose, that's okay, you know, to prevent any bad incident to happen, you know. That's okay. That's avoiding and to minimize the problem. But many times I'm caught in the among few of them, and then you know, they just trying to talk. I just keep quiet. They already know the teaching, you know, but they enjoy talking, you know. Just like that, oh, this fellow like that, this fellow like this, non-stop, you know. After you left the group, your body like drain out, you know. And nothing much you can do, because they already know the teaching. We have mentioned so many times in the center, you know, but I think it's more like, you know, they're happy now. That one only they themselves can correct. Silent.
Yeah, Sairam. In fact, just the other day, my daughter was asking me, Pa, how do you deal with situation when one of your colleagues, you know, like to talk bad about people, you know, things like that? I say, well, talk only necessary with that particular colleague of yours, okay? Keep silent. So that's only way to I think to handle the situation. All right. And always be careful with the circle of friends. Okay, choose friends, who are at the same what they call spiritual wavelength as you are. So you have some friends who like to talk bad about the others, and you may want to what they call avoid them. Okay, so choose your company. Yes, anyone?
Yeah, the one thing, sometimes in the center, especially, they will say, "Ayah, keep this to yourself, lah, but I cannot hold it any longer. I have to tell this and blah blah blah." Then how do you say don't talk? They want to release their like stress or what with that particular person. So just keep quiet, and they know you are not going to pass that message. They know you are not the gossiping type. Sometimes I'm caught in that situation, so I don't know what to do.
Okay, so just now Brother James mentioned about the need to use wisdom. Okay, so there was one incident many years ago. Okay, where there's this particular Sai brothers. Okay, he appeared on the surface to be a good person. Okay, but the dark side of him is that he goes around swindling people. Okay, so if we know of this thing, do we keep quiet? All right. So what happened is that because people say, hey, you don't talk bad about the other person. Okay. So because of that, the person keep swindling more and more people. So at times we need to use wisdom to decide whether we need to disclose this, especially if the person is what the person is doing will be a danger to the organization. Yeah, what do you think, James? I think we had an incident like that many years ago. But this person he's a kind of travel agent. He goes around asking people, hey, you go through me, I give you very cheap freight, air freight, But at the end, he swindled a lot of people, a lot of money, Okay, back to you, Sister Millie.
Sorry, Billy, I think the sister just now said what to do when you have caught in this situation. So sometimes we take it as a test of our patience, our tolerance, and our wisdom in that sense that if there is an opportunity to enlighten that person in the right circumstances, right timing, then you do it. Otherwise, you treat it as a test of your tolerance, your wisdom until that person awakened by some incident. I think that's the best we can do. Because wrong timing, talking to this type of people also cause harm to that person and to yourself. All right? The right timing also is important. That's why sometimes we have to really tolerate in situations that we might not be happy. Recently, my old classmate came as an engineer, very successful, hold quite a high post, well known, But we have tea and coffee together, very, very old friend, 40 years friend. But you see the frequency, when I talk to a Sai brothers, it's different from talking to a friend. You can see all he talk is worldly thing, he enjoyed dancing, traveling, eating good food, which is not our taste. I don't think because Swami said simple living, high thinking, and then you become vegetarian, they are non-vegetarian, But we are friends. So we just be patient and tolerant. We don't say they are wrong. We know that they are living in the worldly life. Their timing or spirituality haven't started yet. So we understand him at that situation. But of course, he asked me, James, how is your practice and all that? Then I talk a little bit now, because if I talk too deep, he wouldn't understand, So we talk little something that's general so that he can understand, at least give a signal to him what the right thing. Certain thing he had done or he has said can be corrected in a very subtle way, not in a harsh way, but in a subtle, because he's a friend, you see, and he has no bad intention, He's just enjoying the worldly life. Sarah.
Okay, Saram. Anyone else?
Sairam, brother, this I had an experience. You see, I'm living in a condo, and I met three of my friends one evening. And as I got closer to them, I noticed that all three of them were very, very involved in talking about two or three people who are not there. And they were making comments, criticisms. I could see the tension in them, and it was a very nice, pleasant evening. But these three gentlemen were so involved in that topic. So I came in and I heard part of it. Then I told them, I said, brother, I think talking like this in the absence of that gentleman will not carry anything. So I think the best thing is don't talk about them in their absence. Because if he is here and if you can talk to him direct and we all share our views and build him up or change his style of thinking, that might help him. But at this stage, you are not helping anybody. You're just going home tired. And then it becomes a useless day. You know, what was the net effect of that? One by one, they left. There were three of them, one by one left. And the last one was my friend. And he quickly changed the subject and we left the scene. So you see, the message has been sent. I hope in future they don't talk like that. But I do not know whether they will do that. The reason why I spoke to them is because we have been going through this 9 code of conduct for years, 30, 40 years. And Swami has talked about it. It's so many times in the Sanatana Sarati about this, talking bad about somebody behind his back. It's a very bad practice. It's really very bad. Now, what does Shirdi Baba say that? Shirdi Baba says, anyone who enjoys talking bad about another is just like a pig eating the dung. He says that. If you read it, Sai Chatra is written like that. So it is so bad. What the meaning is, it is so bad to talk about somebody behind your back. So as far as possible, you should discourage that. And if at all you're forced to listen to it, you just have got to let it come into your ear and let it flow out of the other ear without taking it into your head. In that way, you would save yourself from bringing out your own views in the absence of that person who is affected in the conversation. So that's number one. Number two, Shirdi Baba goes one more step, about this. He says, devotees who come to to Shirdi, wanting to see him about anything, there are some devotees who will keep praying, and they will try and get the best of heavenly blessings so that without any obstacles, they reach the divine feet of Shirdi Baba, and they shed tears, and then they're so happy for that blissful occasion and get Swami's blessings. But there are others in that group, before they see Swami, what they do, they'll ask one of the gentlemen there, or lady or anybody, what did Swami tell you? And then he'll ask, has this helped you? And then they will ask, did you also pass this message or bring in other friends here? And did they also feel good about it? These kind of questions. They're all in that hall, and this man is asking these kind of questions. Not one. There are many of that characters. Then finally they come to Shirdi Baba. Shirdi Baba will ask them, with whom did you talk? And then he will say, I talked to this gentleman. What did you ask him? then he will say what and all that. So then Shirdi Baba says, do you know what you have done? You have stolen my rags. He says, no, I didn't steal anything. The man says, yes, you are the only one here. You have stolen my rags. The man pleaded, I don't steal. I've never done that. And then Swami hits him again. You have done this, and it is not good of you to steal rags. And he goes on like that. And it's only after a long time, Shirdi Baba explains to him what is meant by stealing the rags. Stealing the rags means, once you come to Shirdi and see him, you just wait for your turn, pray, and come and see him direct, and open your heart to whatever problems you have, so that Swami will be able to bless you and help you with what you want. The minute you divert your mind and ask somebody's experience before coming, you do not have the same faith as you ought to have. Therefore, you have lost track. That is the meaning of stealing the rags. So either way, it is important that you steady your mind with faith and then follow the rules of conduct so that you don't get entangled with people's views, talking behind their back, or listening to their views before approaching Swami, or before approaching or wanting to do something good. You are not able to do it because of other people's views. You have blocked the spiritual path by listening to other people's views. So when you block, when is the block going to open again? And for you to pass, for you to have a clear thinking, for you to have a clear view of what you want to, that might take some time, sometimes years, because your nature is to block. Every time you ask somebody say something, you block yourself. So you got to open your path. Just pray at home. Come with one thought, and then seek the blessings, and you go back. Similarly, when you go to temples, or when you go to a church or Buddhist temple, just go, pray. No need to ask anybody. Just to share, brother. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, thank you.
Brother Rama, interesting your thing is, I don't know, I misunderstood. I think what you say is also partly correct, the blockage, the rags and all that. For me, it was different, I'm talking about my personal experience. The first 2 years knowing Swami, I asked around, especially in the Western canteen. I met Japanese, European, Tibetan. I asked them how you come to know Swami, why you always come back to see Swami. What is that Swami touched you, So by doing this, it was because of good intention. I want to understand what is God, who is God, and why he considered God. Instead of blocking me, is opening me to experience what is God like, right? So in the sense that, you see Vibhuti la, you see Amritam la, people get the blessing and all that. Because we are very ignorant in the beginning, actually I don't know anything about Swami. But the first 2 years, because of research and then reading all the books, most of the books, the good books, their experience, we gain, oh, Swami like that, oh, Swami like this, oh, God like that, If we don't do research into all this, we will not understand God, So it's quite a different path from what Brother Rama said. It's not that Shirdi or Rama is wrong. It's correct. But there is another way of looking at it, which is open up our heart, We are touched by the story, Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, Brother Billy. Long
Yes,
ago,
sir.
I read in the Swami Sanatana Sarati, when we talk ill about others, we are actually adding their karma. Their karma is getting less, and we are adding our karma more. It's a sin. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, thank you, Brother Govind. Okay, now, so as much as Swami wanted us to practice love, Swami once said the following, okay, there's one mistake, okay. Swami said every man is prone to commit mistakes, either wittingly or unwittingly. But one mistake he should not commit in any circumstances, that is, to forget what he owes to his mother. Love of a mother can redeem a man's life, whatever his other lapses may be. The greatest gift of the parents is the body with all its powers, youth, wealth, strength, transient, okay? So that grace will come to those who are grateful to the parents and render loving service to them. Okay, so as we progress in our spiritual path, trying to implement Swami's teaching, so Swami telling us, okay, so in life you make many mistakes, but one mistake you must not do is this one, okay? So always learn to be grateful to our parents, make them happy, okay? And Swami said, okay, so how has Swami's teaching that he is the one in all transformed your life thus far? All right. Are we more loving to our friends? Are we more loving to our parents, our family members? So Swami has said this, okay, with regards to our parents, okay, revere your parents. Do not cause them sorrow, for the tears of your mother and father can bring misfortune upon you. Never speak harshly to them or disobey them, for they give you this body and nurtured you with love and sacrifice. The pain of a parent's heart is heard by God. The blessings of your parents are more powerful than any other form of prayers. Win that love with humility and gratitude. Okay, so this is where never send our parents to old folks home, okay? So there are children who have resorted to dumping their parents amid declining family values, okay? Several NGOs and religious bodies, however, believe that fostering stronger family ties remain the best solution, okay? So the question is, how has Baba's teaching that he's the one self in all transform your life, okay? So as much as we try to understand this particular teaching of Swami, that he's the one self, okay? The simple thing for us is to practice, the basic virtues of respect, and love our parents, okay? Okay, so this is a video of how a young man, okay, had unwittingly hurt his mother. Okay, so I think this was played in some of the, in one of the earlier satsang, okay? But I think it's good to refresh our mind on this, okay?
Assalamualaikum, Mak.
Waalaikumsalam.
Mak apa khabar?
Mak okey. Man kerja kat mana? Kenapa comot ni?
Kat Pahang. Terus balik sini. Kenapa Mak tak ajak telefon?
Telefon rumah selalu rosak. Man puasa tak?
Puasa? Ni kan bilik Mak.
Mak tak tidur kat sini. Man pakailah. Mak tidur kat bilik belakang. Kat sini memang susah dapat line. Ini Mak buatkan baju raya untuk Man.
Man banyak kerja ni, Mak. Nak siapkan projek ni. Man nak kena pakai internet.
Man rehat dulu ya. Mak buat kerja kat luar.
Mak. Man kena tidur kat pekan malam ni, Mak. Sebab Man nak kena pakai internet. Sana ada line.
Okey, Man.
Mak tak marah?
Apa Mak nak marah pula? Man kan banyak kerja. Man bawa makanan sikit. Mak dah masakkan ikan belanak pindang.
Tak payahlah, Mak. Man tak ada masa. Mak seorang okey kan?
Jangan risau pasal Mak. Mak okey. Pergilah.
Mau makan, Cik? Tak apa, terima kasih, Cik. Pakcik duduk kat hotel ni ke?
Sebenarnya pakcik tunggu anak pakcik. Dia baru saja buat operation di hospital kat sini.
Operation semua okey, pakcik?
Alhamdulillah. Hospital tu tak ada tempat tidur. Jadi pakcik tak sampati nak tinggal di seorang raya ni. Kalau mata pakcik tak tengok, telinga pakcik tak dengar, pakcik tak senang hati. Cik ni nampak macam sibuk. Tak balik kampung ke raya ni?
Mak? Oh, Mak? 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 Oh, Mak?
Man, kata nak tidur pekan.
Man telefon tadi.
Telefon mak kan rosak. Mak ada murid kat surau tadi.
Mak okey ke?
Apa pasal ni, Man? Mak kan okey.
Mak tahu tak? Man sayang, Mak.
Mak tahu. Apa Man dah buat?
Yeah, so this is a TV commercial from the Petronas, the oil and gas company in Malaysia. Okay, so what have we learned from this particular video? What is the take-home message? Does anyone?
Spend time with the loved ones.
How has this young man unwittingly hurt his mother? I think he's a filial son, but he has kind of unknowingly hurt his mother without realizing it.
I think he felt guilty, Lando.
He felt guilty, okay. So what happened is that, yeah, he
ni kan bilik Mak.
Mak tak tidur kat sini. Man pakailah. Mak tidur kat bilik belakang. Kat sini memang susah dapat lain. Ini Mak buatkan baju raya untuk Man.
Man banyak kerja ni, Mak.
So the mother told him, okay, look here, I make this new dress for you. Those days, okay, unlike today where we buy the dress, okay, the mother, got a sewing machine. In fact, you watch the beginning of the film where actually the mother was on the sewing machine. All right. So did he touch the clothes that the mother was? So the mother was on the sewing machine. You see. So this video was scripted by a very well-known script writer, Yasmin Namaḥ. So did he what they call touch appreciate the mother's effort in sewing the dress for him? He didn't, right? So if you are the mother, how would you feel? No. So the storyline is very subtle. Okay, so this is where I like Yasmin Namaḥ's particular video. Okay, then subsequently there's another part.
Tidur kat pekan malam ni, Mak. Sebab Man nak kena pakai internet. Sana ada line.
Okey, Man.
Mak tak marah?
Apa Mak nak marah pula? Man kan banyak kerja. Man bawa makanan sikit. Mak dah masakkan ikan belanak pindang.
Tak payahlah, Mak. Man tak ada masa.
So normally, those of us who are from outstation, okay, when we go back, to our homes, okay, the mother will always cook the dish that we like. So the mother has cooked a special dish for him. Okay, did he taste that dish?
No.
No, right? So if you're the mother, hey, I spend time, make sure, I know this son of mine has got so much work, okay, but. So this is the meaning of unwittingly hurt his mother. Okay, so this is where the practice of mindfulness isn't there. All right, so and then but what happened is that then he had a conversation while was in town. He had a conversation with this
Dia baru saja buat operation di hospital kat sini.
Operation semua okey, pakcik?
Alhamdulillah. Hospital tu tak ada tempat tidur. Jadi pakcik tak sampati nak tinggal di seorang raya ni. Kalau mata pakcik tak tengok, telinga pakcik tak dengar, pakcik tak senang hati. Cik ni nampak macam sibuk. Tak balik kampung ke raya ni?
So this is where, this part he picked up his phone and called his mother. Why did he call his mother? So that there was something that this old man was telling him that touches his heart, made him realize, hey, my mother must have been thinking of me, wanting to see me, but because of my work, I had to come to town. I did not stay at home. So he went back home. Okay, so this is very powerful. Just 3 minutes. I think this video was about just 3 minutes. It's able to convey a lot of values. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay, Brother Uday Kumar again. Yeah, Brother Uday, can you share with us, this short synopsis before we play the video?
Yes, Sai Ram. Swami also said, I am in you, with you, above you, below you, around you. The constant awareness makes us more mindful of our thoughts, words, and action. It encourages inner purity and the practice of sealing on desires, so that our life is guided by love, compassion, and righteousness. The inner transformation doesn't come overnight, but through constant sadhana, spiritual practice, self-reflection, and surrender to His will. Sai Ram.
Okay, let's watch this video.
ప్రశాంతంలో ఉండినంత వరకు మాత్రం చాలా మంచిగా ఉంటుంది. బయటికి పోతానే అప్పుడే తోకలు తిప్పకూడదు.
In Prashant Nilayam, you are perfect and orderly. By the moment you step out, you go to the same old rut.
అప్పుడు తోకలు తిప్పేసేస్తే మీరు బంకి మైండ్ అవుతుంది.
And then once you start waving your tails, it's a monkey mind.
డివైన్ మైండ్.
Have the divine mind.
డివైన్ మైండ్ లో ఉండండి, కానీ డీప్ వైన్ మైండ్ లో మాత్రం పోకూడదు.
Be in the divine mind, but not in the deep wine mind.
దీన్ని మనం ఏమాత్రము ప్రవేశపెట్టకూడదు.
Don't entertain that.
ఆ విధమైనటువంటి యొక్క పవిత్రమైనటువంటి యువకులు నాకు అత్యంత అవసరం.
Bhagavan needs sacred young men and women.
వారందరూ నాకు సమీపులే.
They are so close to Bhagavan.
My dear friends.
They are dear friends of Bhagavan, Baba.
అట్టి స్వామీజీకి డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ మీరు కావాలనుకుంటే తప్పక మీరు నడుచుకోండి.
If you want to be dear friends of Bhagavan, conduct yourself properly.
మీరు ఇక్కడ రానక్కర్లేదు, నేనే అక్కడికి వస్తాను.
You don't need to come here. Bhagavan will come to you.
I will come there wherever you stay.
Bhagavan promises, I will come there. I will come there.
I will come there.
Bhagavan will come to you.
I am with you.
I am with you.
In you, around you, behind you.
Bhagavan promises, declares that Bhagavan is in you, with you, around you.
బుద్ధులు మీలో అభివృద్ధి పరచుకుంటే,
if you have that determined feeling,
I am not separate from you.
Bhagavan is not separate from you.
I and you are one.
Bhagavan says, I and you are one.
ఇట్టి ఏకత్వానికి మీరు ప్రయత్నం చేయండి.
Have the sense of oneness.
ఇట్టి దివ్యత్వానికి మీరు ప్రయత్నం చేయండి.
Strain to attain divinity.
పవిత్రతను మీరు పెంచుకోండి.
Develop the sacred quality.
ఎంతైనా మీరు అభివృద్ధి పొందుతారు.
You will certainly progress.
లౌకికంగా, భౌతికంగా, ఆర్థికంగా అన్నింటి యందు కూడా మీరు అభివృద్ధి పొందుతారు.
In all aspects of life, physical, financial, spiritual, you will progress definitely.
అన్నిటికీ మీరు అభివృద్ధి వచ్చి లీడర్స్ గా నిలుస్తారు.
And you will be leaders.
So, what is the take-home point on this? Okay, Swami, how is Swami's teaching that he is the one self in all, transform your life thus far? Okay, so we just heard Swami say that he is the one self in all. Okay, perhaps we can have a sharing by Brother Mukesh. Brother Mukesh, are you around?
Brother Mukesh, I would like to call you to share your experience, about the Swami Impati, after Swami leaving his physical form, and you felt very sad, and what happened next. Thank you, Brother Mukesh.
Sai Ram. The lesson I have learned after Swami's Samadhi is that initially, when I used to go to Puttaparthi, is look at his physical form, concentrate on his physical form, concentrate on his darshan, and wait for him to come out of the Yajur Mandir, etc., and see him float by, etc., and talk to people, etc. After his samadhi, I have learned over time that he is in everyone's heart, and he's in one's own heart. He's there all the time. So that is the biggest learning. He has not left and is not gone anywhere, but he is now physically in everybody's heart after his samadhi. That's all I wanted to share. Thanks very much. Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Mukesh, for your sharing. Very beautiful said here, and it's opened your eyes for divinity. Thank you. Sai Ram, everyone. I also would like to share about my experience. For the first time, I'm seeing Swami physical is in the year 2007. That's actually our first trip, me, my husband, to Perthi. And there's another story how we ended up in Puttaparthi. But I would like to share this part. 9 of us in Puttaparthi, and then on the last day, before we're leaving, me and my elder sister, and we decided the night before, we want to see Swami for the last before we go back to Malaysia. So we went for the early morning Swami darshans. Yes, Swami is in. Actually, before that, I have one china asai, meaning small wishes. This is for my first trip, and I told Swami, I always talk to Swami, and I told Swami, I would like to see you eyes to eyes. And I told Swami, I would like to see you eyes to eyes on my first trip. So actually, when I was there for 9 days, and yes, in the darshans, I'm not able to get on the first line, maybe third, second, fourth, eighth, and come back. And actually, I've forgotten already. I have told Swami about that. I've forgotten already. So on the last day, eventually, before we go back, finish the first darshans, me and my another sister, we almost, we are not walking, we are running to the bakery shop, to buy the roti, for us to bring back the bread, for us to bring back, for our breakfast actually. So when I was there, and then suddenly I heard somebody saying, "Hey, Swami is coming, Swami is coming." I think, how can be Swami is coming this time? When I turned back and I saw, a Swami jeep, with the Swami security. Yes, Swami was there. And Swami stopped the car exactly in front of me. Only the Swami, the Swami, the window, that's only the difference. I've seen Swami face to face, eyes to eye, and he's smiling to me. And I even can't close my eye to pay Swami's namaste. Why? Because all roti on my hand, and I said, how can I put all the roti? And then last time they put the roti on the newspaper and some on the plastic. I cannot even put on the floor. It's impossible. People want to eat. So I can't close my eyes. And the Swami looked at me, for 5 seconds and smiling. Wow, that is really make my day. I'm so happy, and always am so happy. But after 17 years, when I thought about it, that's last year, 2024, suddenly I realized Swami is not looking at mailing. That's the first time Swami is not looking at mailing. Swami actually looking at the sign reside in my heart. He really looked very deep to my eyes. Now I realize he's not looking at me. He's actually looking at the sign reside in my heart, his own spark, his own mirror, his own reflections. And it took me so long to realize, the outcome of this is I start look out the side in everyone. Whenever I come by anyone, I only look at the person, the pure, the innocent, and the loving side in that person. So everyone is not perfect. Of course, everyone is not perfect. Everyone is in their own journey, in their own sadhana. Now, who am I to correct you, actually? So I'm just looking, when I see anyone, I'm just looking the right side, the beautiful side of each and everyone, in my path, in my journey. That is how I see Swami. He is the one self in all. Right. Thank you. Next, brother. Here it will come a sharing by SSE children on the BJ Sai Center. A very nice to see in the Bal Vikas children's when they can speak out, they understood and speak out what actually look Sai in everyone. Right, everyone to have, to visit this script from presentations from BJ Center lately. Thank you.
We are one source, one inspiration, one divine family.
Yes, in this world of differences, language, religion, culture, we often forget the underlying unity that connects all of us.
Bhagavans once said, all are one, be alike to everyone. Simple words, but when lived, they can transform the world.
And this is not a new idea. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, he who sees me in all beings and all beings in me, he is never lost to me, nor am I ever lost to him. So unity is not just about living side by side. It is about seeing the divine in everyone.
Sai Baba once said there is only one religion, the religion of love. One caste, the caste of humanity. If we truly believe this, then we can have no place for hatred in our hearts.
Look at nature. In a forest, many different trees, plants, animals, insects, fungi, and even bacteria live together. Each has its own role. Trees given oxygen, fallen leaves become food for insects and fertilize the soil. Fungi decompose dead matter to enrich the earth, and animals spread seed to grow new plants. Though all are different, they work together as one unit to sustain life in the forest. If one part is harmed, like soil is poisoned or too many trees are cut, the whole forest suffers. But when they exist in harmony, the forest thrives beautifully.
But we, with our limited thinking, divide what is naturally whole. We forget that beneath the skin, behind every smile and tear, there is the same Atma, the same divine spark.
Let's recall another verse from the Gita, chapter 13, verse 27. He who sees the Supreme Lord existing equally in all being, the imperishable within the perishable, such a person truly sees. This verse reminds us that God lives in everyone, no matter who they are, rich or poor, young or old, from different race, background or religion. We need to understand that God lives in everyone. We need to see the spark of God in everyone. Once we have this understanding, we don't tend to hurt others because we tend to love with more love, respect and compassion. We don't hurt others because in the world there's no other. This is the deeper vision this verse have teach us, which is the unity in diversity.
This is what Sai Baba meant when he said, unity is divinity, purity is enlightenment. Without unity, there can be no peace. And without peace, there is no true progress.
And unity begins not in politics or platform, but in the heart, in how we treat each other, in how we forgive, we listen, and we serve.
Swami reminded us, hands that help are holier than lips that pray. Unity is not only a thought, it must become action.
Let me share a simple image. A garland has many flowers of different shapes and colors, but it is held together by the same string. We are those flowers and God is the thread.
We don't lose our uniqueness by being united. We enhance it. Sai Baba has once said, unity in the diversity is the plan of the Creator.
Even in the Mahabharata, when division threatened the Pandavas, it was Krishna who reminded them that only through Dharma and unity could righteousness prevail.
So, how do we bring this unity into our daily lives?
By seeing without judgment,
by loving without conditions,
by serving without selfishness,
and by living with awareness that the same divine spark dwells in all.
Let us not just live with unity. Let us become unity in thought, in word, and in deed.
Let our heart beat as one, our hand work as one, and our lives shines as one.
And as brothers and sisters of the same divine family,
let us rise above the walls we've built
and walk hand in hand in love, truth, and peace.
Together as children of one God on one earth with one purpose. Love all, serve all. Om Sai Ram.
So, Sister Mei-Ling, I think this video summarizes the whole verse 19 very well, especially the question 2. No?
Yeah, right. Correct. I agree that.
Yeah, okay. So what happened is that next week, 22nd July, we will break into groups again, where group 1 will discuss verse 24, 25, group 2, 26, 27, group 3, 28, 29, and group 4 is verse 30 and 31st, okay? In fact, there's group 3 is supposed to present some one more verse, but we do that after the discussion. Okay, so the details of these verses can be found in this particular study guide. Okay, this has been what they call done up very painstakingly by the scriptural committee. Okay, we hope all of you will go through. Those of you, any of you not in have any particular group, please WhatsApp me. Okay, and then I will put you in the respective group. Okay, and those of you who don't who have not seen this before, we will post this in the respective group. Okay, with that, Brother Manoj, would you like to say anything about the forthcoming zonal conference?
Sairam, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining this satsang for so many years. But I think it will be nice that if you join the conference also, because your wisdom and your vibrations will be echoing in the many of the speakers, like Brother James and Brother Sabitan will be giving us the meditations. Brother Sundar Iyer, Brother Dr. Leonardo, Dr. Reddy, Brother George Bebedalis, they'll be sharing their unique experiences with Swami, which we have never heard. These are their personal experiences, which really enriching, and it will enhance our sadhana. So there are so many exciting things. Apart from that, of course, it's a celebration. So with that celebration, we will have 100 NGOs who will be coming from different parts of Malaysia, and they will see the Zone 4 band, music, drama, everything. So it's not, spirituality is not only a serious mood, it's a place to enjoy. And I'm sure once we finish this conference, we will certainly feel that, yes, it was worth coming. So please don't miss the opportunity. Of course, those who are in Malaysia also, they should try to join, even they're in far off states. And apart from that, with your interaction with the different the devotees from different countries, maybe you can also inspire with your wisdom on this platform. Of course, then you will learn about how this satsang has transformed the people in Indonesia. They have done a research and they have made a graph saying that how the anger was reduced, how the hatred was reduced, how the love had increased in a measurable way. And then you will be able to judge your spiritual journey after listening to them. So it is really worth attending, and I'm sure all of you must have joined, registered. But if not registered, please register. It will be a very good experience because, you know, when you go to a temple, the deity is powerful, but the place, the temple becomes more powerful because many devotees,
they have good thoughts and they have let the vibrations. So a lot of people will benefit from your vibrations also, and you can also benefit from the vibrations of people who are on the higher self, higher plane. So with that, I request all of you to please register and be part of this unique 100th birthday celebration, which is very unique that we are part of that celebration. Thank you, and Sai Ram. I look forward to see you at Malaysia in September.
Thank you, Brother Manoj. The conference will be held at the IDCC Convention Center in Shah Alam. Okay. So with these words, the time now is 10:02. Thank you everyone for coming. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sai Ram, everyone. Look forward to see all of you.
Sai Ram, brothers. Sai Ram, sisters.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.